Introducing Riding the Wave of Transformation, an Unbridled Perspective on Leadership. Part 4, Alive Leadership in Action. Leadership is a journey, not a destination. Explore how you can bring fluidity and adaptability to your leadership style. Let's create a more connected world. Mastering the 5D Alive Leadership Framework, Real-World Applications. In this episode, we delve deeper into the 5 dimensions of the 5D Alive Leadership Framework and explore how they manifest in real-world scenarios. Through the example of Frederick, an operations manager facing a potential company merger, we learn how he seamlessly transitions between different leadership styles, leading from the front, behind, the side, in the room, and from nowhere and anywhere. This dynamic approach shows the importance of flexibility and adaptability in leadership. We also discuss the journey of becoming a 5D Alive leader, emphasizing continuous learning, growth, and the impactful choices we make every day. This episode is a thoughtful call to action for leaders at all levels to lead with heart, inspire others, and create a more humane, interconnected world.
All right, so welcome back. We spent a good bit of time really unpacking those 5 alive qualities of leadership. And I think now I'm really curious to circle back to those 5 leadership dimensions and how they actually play out in real-world scenarios.
In real-world scenarios, one thing to understand them in theory, but seeing them in action really brings them to life. Remember how we talked about how in a horse herd, different horses step up to lead depending on the situation? Right. It's not about one horse always being the alpha. It's a very fluid, dynamic form of shared leadership.
Yeah, and that fluidity really resonated with me because it's like we have this very set idea what a leader looks like. Always at the front, giving orders, making decisions. But this kind of 5D Alive leadership,
it challenges that.
Really challenges that.
It does.
It's less about this fixed position. What's the
most effective for this moment?
Right, for the given moment. And she gives a great example of this with Frederick. He's an operations manager who's navigating a challenging day, a potential company merger, and he seamlessly shifts between those different leadership dimensions, really demonstrating their practical application.
Can you walk me through some of those shifts?
Sure, absolutely.
More abstract concepts actually translate into concrete actions.
Absolutely. So when Frederick addresses his team about the merger, he leads from the front. So he's providing clear information, addressing concerns, setting the tone for how the team will approach this change. He's visible, decisive, in control. Providing that structure and stability.
Makes sense.
In a potentially unsettling time.
Right, because in a situation where people are looking for reassurance, guidance leading from the front can kind of instill confidence.
It does create a sense of direction.
But later that same day, when Frederick shares his vision for the future of the team, he shifts to leading from behind. He paints this compelling picture of what's possible, inspiring and empowering his team to contribute their ideas and shape this shared vision.
So it's not about him dictating the vision.
Exactly.
But rather co-creating it with the team.
Exactly. Tapping into that collective wisdom and creativity.
Okay, cool.
And then when he's working with a colleague on a specific project, Frederick shifts again, this time to leading from the side. He becomes a supportive partner, offering guidance, sharing his expertise, working collaboratively to find solutions.
So it's a much more
egalitarian approach.
Built
on trust and mutual respect.
It's like he's embodying that caretaker role.
Nurturing the
relationship.
Ensuring that both he and his colleague feel supported and valued.
And then are there times when he needs to
There are.
Step back.
Absolutely. Observe, gather information.
Assess.
Assess the situation before taking action. This is when he leads in the room. So he's attuned to those dynamics at play, the unspoken tensions, the subtle shifts in energy. He's reading the room, so to speak. Adjusting his approach accordingly.
And this seems especially relevant in those complex situations.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of
moving parts. A lot of stakeholders involved.
Where you need to be able to kind of step back.
See the bigger picture.
And
make decisions based on a very nuanced understanding of the context.
And then finally?
Finally, you've got that moment when Frederick receives a job offer that no longer aligns with his goals. And he makes the difficult decision to decline that offer, even though it was very tempting.
Right.
This is leading from nowhere and anywhere.
So having the courage to let go of something that no longer serves you, even if it means
disrupting your plan.
Disrupting your plan.
Going against expectations of others.
Right.
It's about trusting your instincts.
Right.
And making decisions that are aligned with your long-term goals and values.
Yeah. It's a great example of how these different leadership dimensions can be kind of like interwoven throughout a single day.
Absolutely.
Allowing a leader to respond effectively to all these ever-changing demands.
Ever-changing demands.
And it's making me think about my own leadership style and how maybe I'm limiting myself by clinging to one approach or feeling like I need to fit into a particular mold.
Right.
But this framework gives permission to be more
flexible.
What's the leadership approach that best serves the situation, the people involved?
And that is one of the most empowering aspects of this whole 5D Alive leadership framework.
Right.
It recognizes that there's no one right way to lead.
Right.
It's about developing that range of skills and being able to flow between different approaches.
To flow between them.
As needed.
And she makes a good point that this is becoming a 5D Alive leader.
It's a journey.
Is a journey.
Not a destination.
Continuous learning.
Growth.
Self-discovery. It's not
informal leadership positions.
It's not just for people with the title.
Right.
These principles can be applied in all aspects of our lives.
Yeah, from our personal relationships to our community involvement.
It's about recognizing that we all have the potential to lead.
Right.
Regardless of our title or role.
It's a powerful message.
It's a powerful message.
And it reminds us that leadership is a choice we make every day.
It is.
In every interaction.
It is.
How we choose to show up in the world and the impact that we want to have. She leaves us with a call to action, encouraging us to embrace these principles of 5D Alive leadership and to use them to create a more humane, compassionate, and interconnected world.
Yeah, it's a vision that
really resonates with me.
It's a vision worth striving for, and it starts with each of us making that conscious choice to lead with heart, to inspire others to be their best selves, and to work together to create a future that we can all be proud of. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into 5D Alive leadership, I would love to just invite you to reflect on how you can embody these principles in your own life.
Yeah, how can you bring more of that fluidity?
Yeah, how can you...
Adaptability.
Yeah, like what...
That horse sense.
Which of the Alive qualities resonate most with you?
Which ones might you want to develop further?
Yeah, how can you bring more of that fluidity and adaptability into your leadership?
These are questions worth pondering. And remember, it's a journey, not a race.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself, experiment with different approaches, and trust that you have the wisdom and the potential to become the leader you are meant to be.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into 5D Alive leadership. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep leading with heart.
I hope you enjoyed this video series introducing the book, Riding the Wave of Transformation, An Unbridled Perspective of Leadership. If you want to discover the transformative power of fluid leadership with the 5D Alive leadership system, from leading from the front to co-creating the future, how do you embody these principles? Want to learn more? Don't hesitate to contact us on 5daylive.org.